welcome back to the Project Gen X podcast. I am one of your hosts, Alan Smith.
Why did I agree to this?
Because we've been gone for a long time, and,
Okay,
and you know that whole absence makes the heart grow fonder.
No,
and you know,
I'm the other guy, Big Dave.
And then you know you go and it's kind of like when you're an adult and somebody says, "Hey, I got a slip and slide." And you're like, oh, yeah, I loved that when I was a kid. Let's bring that thing out there. And then you're in traction for 2 weeks afterwards. And it's like, why did I agree to this? Or again, when you're an adult and someone says, let's kick it old school. And they break out a bottle of Mad Dog 2020. And then you're like, oh, yeah, there's a reason why stupid kids drink this stuff and not adults.
What I have enjoyed are the Instagram videos of the youngest generation.
Of the Gen Z's like, oh, I'm going to try this Mad Dog 2020. He's like, hey, Gen X Gina knocked that one out of the park. That one, I love her. That is one of my favorite follows. If you're not following her, she's on TikTok and Instagram. I'm probably on everything else as well. It's Gen X Gina 66 is her thing. And she absolutely knocks it out of the park on a bunch of this Gen X stuff, especially when it's like all these Gen Z and
Honestly,
millennials coming at us, and she's just like, oh no. And I love the Real Slim Sherry also. She's really good.
Yeah.
And
I honestly, I feel like we ought to protect the youngest part of Gen Z and probably Gen Alpha, because they seem to be the next iteration of X a little bit.
Here's something interesting.
It's kind of like X Lite.
Yeah. Here's something interesting that I just learned. And I'm going to apologize. I'm sure my numbers are going to be off a little bit.
Okay.
You know, but
yeah.
The boomers that were...
Hold on, I haven't done this.
Okay, you go ahead and get your coffee in. I know it's... there you go. Dave hasn't
better
slurped his coffee into the microphone in 8 months. Has it been that long?
Yeah, something like that.
Our last episode went up November 1st. I mean, we were still... laboring under the Biden
right now. There's a whole lot of people are going, oh my gosh, these guys are doing it again. I thought we had killed them.
Yeah. No, but so the boomers as a generation, I think there was about 89 million of them, somewhere around in there. And then
we could ask ChatGPT.
We could,
because that's a thing now.
But then like Gen X, we're like, I think there's like 65 million of us or something. It's one of those things where we were significantly smaller, and then millennials, it's somewhere in like the 84, 85 range. And they were bigger. They're not as big as the boomers, but they were bigger than us. When you get into Gen Z, there's like, I think there was like 60 million of them, and then Gen Alpha, which just ended, which is my son's generation, 42 million.
Yeah.
And it's like, so maybe we do need to protect Gen Z and Gen Alpha because there's so few of them that we're gonna have a serious problem.
And the alphas are starting to really demonstrate a lot of the feral characteristics that are they're being raised by our generation.
Gen Z has been doing that for years, though.
Yeah.
That's again, it's that whole.
They're like a softer, kinder version of us.
They
won't go straight for the throat punch. They will warn you first.
The thing about it is that everybody, the boomers created us.
Yeah,
most of us, not all. I mean, there were some older, that created
the Zennials.
I'm talking. What was it? Silent Generation.
My dad was Silent Generation.
Some of those created like the front end of it, and then mainly the boomers created us. But then the boomers also created the front end of the millennials. Yeah, I mean that was all of the boomers' second marriage, the step brothers and sisters that we have,
or the second and third child.
Yeah, but a lot of it was also the step brothers and sisters that we wound up with, and then or the half brothers and sisters we wound up with, and then we created the very back end of millennials, like the very back end of them, and then pretty much all of Gen Z. And it's like, there's a reason why those kids, I say kids, I mean like they're approaching 30 now, but it's like those.
I've got one of my coworkers that I work with pretty closely. He's very kind of borderline millennial Zoomer. Mm-hmm. In fact, technically he is a millennial, but I refer to him as Zoomer because he's got more of those characteristics. I'm like, and I've got another person that I work with who's kind of that same age group, and I've started referring to them as honorary Gen X because their sense of humor is drier than anything.
Right.
Their tolerance of bullcrap is zero, and while they're a little bit more diplomatic in the way they deal with it than Gen X is, they kind of handle it the same.
Well, I think it's a pretty foregone conclusion.
And they're all sick of the Xers.
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because we go for the throat. That's why. We grew up in the survival of the fittest, so it was.
We don't warn you we're going to throat punch you. We
just do it.
They give you a warning. If you don't stop, I'm going to throat punch you.
More times than not, there's no apology.
No, there's no
either.
apology.
It's just like suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh, you learned.
Yeah, I know. It goes back, and I see it going around quite a bit on Instagram and others. Remember the show Titus?
Yes.
Yeah, with Christopher Titus.
Yeah.
His Stacy Keach played his dad.
Yeah.
And they would do these flashbacks, when he was a kid.
No. This is a learning.
Yeah, moment. That's the one where it shows the young Christopher Titus, and he's got a spoon or a fork, and he goes over to the electrical outlet, and his mom's like, "Christopher, no." He's like, let's see where this is going. And then he's like, and he's like, "Yep, won't do that again. Now will you?"
Yep. Yep.
I'm like that with my son a lot. I mean, I won't let him do something really dangerous, but there's a lot of like, okay, let's see where this is going to go. And then it's like, I'm like, now what did you learn? It's like,
yep. Yep.
It's like, you won't do that more than 2 or 3 more times, will you? Because he's my kid. And, so, what did you do on your break?
I'm not a fan of this year, really.
Yeah,
it's been a freaking roller coaster, and the latest thing that happened is the puppy that my wife and I have had through most of our marriage, all but like 3 years of him. While my wife was out of town in Virginia visiting her sister and our niece and nephew, he basically, from what I can describe, had a heart attack and died on me in the middle of the night.
Way to bring it down, Dave.
Yeah.
I know. Snoopy was a good dog. We hate to do that. That's
I'm really not in a good headspace right now.
You lost a dog. I have a new dog now. That was at first I was kind of going through making a list of like, and I was like, maybe we can like turn this into a funny song or something. It's like okay, it's like, I got glasses. We got a new dog. My dad had to go out and have surgery again on his foot.
He's been in the hospital twice.
He's been in hospital twice since we did this last thing, and he's got another one coming up because he's got to have another surgery for another situation.
We lost one of our favorite professors.
I was going to say we lost radio. We lost Mr. E. The reason that we're doing this right now, pretty much, and. I'm trying to think. There's so much more. Like, we elected a new president. We got the wonderful Trump Elon Musk Twitter feud that happened here just recently.
The millionaire daddies broke up.
The billionaire daddies.
Sorry.
Get it right.
Didn't mean to monetary them.
It's trying to think what else happened. The new Captain America movie sucked. Thunderbolts was fun.
I didn't bother to go see the new Captain America.
Don't.
We've got controversy in the Marvel Universe coming up because the comic is actually following the comic, and there's about to be a white Black Panther.
Yeah, I know. Because the new season of Daredevil sucked.
I somewhat enjoyed the new Daredevil.
There were parts of it I liked overall.
Yeah,
I didn't hate watch it like I did Moon Knight. But I never gave up on it like I did Moon Knight and She-Hulk multiple times before I finally wound up.
Those were terrible.
Yeah, but it was I did not like it. It was, and I know the problem that they had was because they had filmed like 80% of a show. And then they scrapped most of it and went back to the beginning. Yeah. And so it's real uneven because there's stuff from the original there, and then there's the new stuff, and it's just like, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Really didn't care for the death of one of the characters.
He'll be back. He'll be back. That's yeah. Yeah. Just wait, okay?
That was pretty definitive.
Yeah, I know, but he'll be back. If it follows what the comic run of that storyline, he'll be back. So I mean,
okay, I'm not upset about it.
Yeah,
so much.
that's one of those things. Now,
because I actually like him better than Matt Murdock.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, but I have a whole lot of issues with that show just because there's certain things
They
like
better not mess up Punisher.
which is supposed to be coming here before long.
And I really want the next season of Luke Cage. That was my favorite of all of those.
Yeah, I don't.
Those of the Netflix Marvel
think
shows.
we're supposed to be getting all of the quote unquote defenders back.
Yeah.
But I don't know that they're all getting new seasons. I think they're going to be in
reboots,
Daredevil and like that kind of stuff, or
and
Punisher, where they kind of like weave them in and out and not give them their own series. I think that's what the plan is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a new Superman coming up that everybody and Fantastic Four that everybody's like really divisive over.
I never thought I would be the one to say this. Mm-hmm. I think I am over the superhero movie.
I really am. I
because they're at this point it's a cash out and they're ruining most of the storylines.
The two best
they're all and I hate saying this as a DC fan and as mainly a Batman fan. Marvel has completely DC'd their universe.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean they did what every corporation does. They give you something really good, and they make a lot of money off of it. And they can't be satisfied with making a lot of money off of something good. They're like, hey, we can throw anything out there and make money. And then they find out that they can't, and it ruins everything. So, between
that and all the reboots,
what is the famous line from The Dark Knight? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And that applies to everything.
Yeah.
So that's where Marvel is. Well, look, that's where Disney is right now with what they've done to, other properties that we love as well. And it's just okay, fine. See,
yeah.
My new dog is still technically a puppy. And so she's like, oh, that looks like it'll go in my mouth. Let me chew on it.
You leave that puppy
So I have to constantly stay on her to be like, stop chewing on that. Stop chewing on that. Or else she will.
I found a show on Netflix that I'm not seeing a whole lot about that I'm actually kind of enjoying. And it's called Duster.
Okay.
And it's set in the 70s. And it's basically about a driver for a mob family.
Okay.
And how the FBI is using him to get to the mob out in Arizona.
Okay. It sounds.
It's not like a mob, like Italian mob thing. Mm-hmm. You got to see it, and it's the classic cars. It's very much got that early '80s. This is a show about the '70s feel about it.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of my comfort watch right now.
Okay. Have you watched Landman?
Yes,
dude,
all of it.
The show is so good.
Well, it's another Tyler Sheridan.
I know. But that show is so good. And I keep hearing that Mobland? It's another. I think it's another one of those.
No, that's a Guy Ritchie.
Is that? Oh, that's Guy Ritchie. What's that? Tulsa Kings is the one.
Tulsa King.
Yeah, I've heard that's good also.
So. My wife and I have been watching that. That we've enjoyed that show. Mm-hmm. We've actually been watching the Guy Ritchie Mobland or Mobland, whatever.
I've heard that's really good. So
and it's the main character, the guy who also did Venom. I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, it's he was Bane.
Yeah. Why can I think?
I know.
But
haven't had enough coffee this morning.
Me either. But if I see he's in something, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever see?
Somebody's yelling at us right now.
I know. Did you ever see the movie he was in? What's that damn movie? It takes place in West Virginia. It's about those.
Yes. Yes.
Talking. Was it No Man or? What was the name of that movie? I can't believe I can't pull his name.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, yeah. What was that movie that he was in?
Anything Tom Hardy's in, I'm watching.
For the most part. I mean, he's been in some bad movies, but again,
even
Tom Hardy is one of those guys that no matter how bad the movie is, he's good in it.
Yes.
So, what's the name of that movie? Because it's such a good one.
Hold on, I'm pulling up his IMDb.
I am too. I got it right here.
Why is your internet not cooperating?
My internet's working fine.
Well, it's because you live here.
It likes me. Of course, he was Mad. I forget he was Mad Max also. He was in Bike Riders.
Yeah. Peaky Blinders.
Oh, is he in that? I haven't watched that show. So.
Oh, you should totally watch Peaky Blinders. If you haven't seen
Lawless is the name of the movie. Yeah.
He was in Capone.
Yep. He
I forgot he was in The Revenant.
Oh yeah, Dunkirk. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's
that movie he did, Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a high budget thing, but it was actually a pretty good movie.
Is that the one about the boxer or the
the brothers,
the MMA,
the brothers that have to fight each other? One
was it? Who was the other guy that was in that? It wasn't Christian. No, that was a different movie. Or was it?
I'm trying to think here.
I don't remember him and Christian Bale being in two movies together.
Joel Edgerton.
Okay.
But it also had Nick Nolte in it.
Yeah. Ziggy, what are you doing? Yes, I have a new puppy. Her name is Ziggy Stardog. And the reason why is because she has one brown eye and one blue eye. And
yeah.
Uh-huh. And she's a sweet girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No. That was
he's really been in a lot of stuff.
He has been in a ton
that
of stuff.
I didn't realize.
I'm trying to. The best two movies I've seen, and since we last convened, were both horror movies, kinda.
Okay.
I saw a movie. It was a low budget horror movie called Clown in a Cornfield. That I think I was telling you about the other night. It's really good. It's like they do a really good job of capturing a low budget kind of slasher film.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like one like in film stock or anything, but the feel of it is there, and it's kind of okay, something's going on here. But the other one I saw, and I said this qualifies for the kinda, is that I saw Sinners.
Okay.
And what's his name? The guy that directed it, the same one that did Black Panther. Ryan Coogler, is that who it is?
Maybe.
Anyway, he directed this, and he flat said that he took his inspiration from Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, okay.
So it really is two different movies. Like, it's one movie for the first half of it, and then it's a horror movie through the last half of it. And it's
nice.
like, oh, okay. But it was really good, and it's killing it at the box office. I mean, it is killing it at the box office.
I don't go to movie theaters anymore.
I
wait for them to come to the streaming services, and I watch it in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah, I still enjoy going to the theaters.
Mainly
because there's unless you go on like an opening night of something big, there's really not a whole lot of people there, which is kind of nice.
I absolutely hate I know I rail against this every time we talk about it. I hate the new seating with the recliners and all that. They're not comfortable for me. Mm-hmm. And I hate the reservation thing.
I know.
I hate it.
Mm.
And
once again, when an old man yells at cloud.
I don't care. I don't care. It's gotten to the point where life is taking more than what it's giving at this point. So I'm gonna complain about it.
I don't mind that so much. I really enjoyed going to the theater this last, like, again, and it's one of those things that I took my son to see Minecraft movie when it came out.
Oh, hi, puppy.
And he really he enjoyed it. Of course, that movie's not for me at all because I had nothing. But it had its funny moments in it. It's got a pretty good cast and everything. But it was still kind of one of those. He wants to go, so we'll go back. I'm going to take him to see How to Train Your Dragon because he really wants to see. He didn't care anything about seeing Lilo and Stitch because I was like, okay, that's fine. And
here we go.
Oh, that movie's doing really well too.
Hollywood is so far out of ideas. They're now taking all the cartoons that they've already made and making a live action out of it. It's like, I don't care.
I know. Well, the whole live action Snow White thing didn't go over very well. And it's just, but the whole thing, it's like everything else. Okay. So Minecraft has done blockbuster. It's done almost $1 billion. Okay. Yeah. They've already announced that they're making, what was the other movie? Was it Fortnite or something like that? It's one of those things that we're back into video game movies. Yeah, it's one of those this company had a big success with a video game movie, so now we have to go find our video game movie.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay. There's a show on Apple TV called The Studio. All right? Seth Rogen, Catherine Hahn, what's his name, from Breaking Bad, and Malcolm in the Middle. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I can't think of his name. There's not enough coffee.
Yeah, there's not. But he's...
Hold on. Wait,
Hey, Ziggy. No, ma'am.
You've got my headphone cord. Hold up. You got my
Hold it.
headphone cord.
Oh, almost had a catastrophe. There you go. There you go. Puppy stuff.
I almost lost my headphones.
Said puppy stuff. You have to watch out.
Hi, puppy.
So, he's only in just like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Basically, what it is. What's her name? Catherine O'Hara
Okay.
is also in this.
Catherine O'Hara?
Yeah, Beetlejuice and
okay.
all the Mighty Wind,
Yeah,
Best in
yeah,
Show,
yeah.
and
I got
all
you
that
now.
stuff.
Yeah.
Schitt's Creek, it's 10 episodes, and it was one of those things that just the whole. It's Seth Rogen. He produced it, and like I said, I am never going to watch this show because it's just I like Seth Rogen in small bits, but I don't like a lot of his stuff. A friend of mine is like, you have to watch this show because, and he was telling me, he's like, in the second episode, because my friend Steven is a film,
Yeah.
he makes films, and he was like, you have to watch it on the second episode because he's like, because you have been on one of my sets before. And the whole episode revolves around wanting to get this one shot.
Yeah.
And just everything that goes, he goes, it's one of those things that it's so much like what happens on set, and like, I was like, okay, so all right, so I watched the first episode, and I was like, maybe it was the third episode, I forget what it was. And I started watching, I'm like, I hate all these people. I hate everybody in this. I was like, I hate every one of these characters. And it's funny because there's people like what's his name? Ron Howard is in it as himself, and Zoe Kravitz is in it as herself, and different people what's his name? Adam Scott is in it as himself, and different people like that. It's because it takes place in Hollywood. But basically, what happens in the first
Hollyweird.
what happens in the first episode is that the CEO of this fictitious movie studio is fired, which is Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
And Seth Rogen gets promoted into her spot. And, he has all these big ideas, that kind of stuff. Well, the owner, which is, I can't believe I can't pull his name, Walter White. I can remember his. So,
I feel like it.
I know
You're gonna make me look it up.
I know, but it's the owner is talking about Barbie made this movie, this amount of money and everything, and we got to have our own Barbie, which again we're going into that whole Barbie was big, so we have to have our own branded big tent pole that's going to make us $1 billion. What do you think his big acquisition is? Pop culture. We all interacted with this when we were kids, and it's still to this day.
Please tell me it's Teddy Ruxpin.
No.
Okay.
No, this is bigger, way bigger than Teddy Ruxpin. Kool-Aid.
He buys Kool-Aid.
He buys the rights to make a Kool-Aid movie.
Okay.
Okay. What is my dog doing in there?
I can't see.
Ziggy. She's got into something. Anyway,
she's in the bathroom.
She's in the. I know what it is. She's in the bathtub. For some reason, she likes to get in the bathtub. I don't know why.
She's chewing on.
I think she gets
toys.
in there and drinks the water. Is what I like. It's.
You leave water in the bathtub.
No, but it's.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, thank you, Bryan Cranston. So, and it's one of those things that Seth Rogen's character wants to make like art. That's like his whole thing. He wants to do this, he wants to make.
Oh, you
art
didn't mention the
movies
movie. The movie studio's A24.
So, but it's funny because like he's like, you're going to have to make this movie. So he's trying to figure out how to make. Oh, and Martin Scorsese is in it as himself. That is a hilarious episode. I'm not going to ruin anything because of the whole what he comes to him with, and then how he tries to spin it into Kool-Aid is just hilarious. As it goes on, there's one episode where they it's so wrong, it's so funny. They have the cast for the Kool-Aid movie. Mm-hmm. And they've got, they're celebrating, like, yeah, we've got this is going to knock it out of the park. Catherine Hahn plays the PR person, that kind of stuff. And, they're like, yeah, we're going to knock it out of the park. This is going to be $1 billion. We're going to, this and that and blah, blah, blah. And who do you think that they cast as the voice of Kool-Aid Man?
James Earl Jones?
No, James Earl Jones is dead.
I don't know.
Ice Cube. Okay, so they have like this board set up where they have all.
Didn't James Earl Jones like sell the right?
And
to
may
his
have,
voice
but Disney
where
owns it. Yeah. But that's for Darth Vader and all that kind of stuff. So they have this board set up where they have, of course it's going to be multicultural, whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah. And they have all of what's going to be the CGI characters on one side and what's going to be all the live action characters on the other, and they're going through and they're talking about, this is going to be great, this is blah 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 and this and that, and they're going through all of the stuff, and they're like, we couldn't do any better than this. And then Catherine Hahn's character is sitting there and she's looking at the board and she's kind of like, how could we ruin this at all? And then she stands there for a second. She's like, oh, wait a second, we've got a problem. And they're like, what are you talking about? And he's like, look at this board. And he's like, yeah, I know. Look at all these great actors we have in here, and all this kind of stuff. He's like, yeah, but look at the left side of the board and look at the right side of the board. And Seth Rogen's is like, what are you talking about? And she's like, look at the left side of the board. Look at the right side of the board. The left side is all of the CGI characters. Right side is all of the live action characters. Everybody that's on the left side of the board are people of color. And everybody that's live action are like white or Asian, basically. And they're like, oh no, we didn't mean to do that. We can't do that. So they go through the whole episode as them going through like trying to like make like balance it out and all this kind of stuff. So you get to the very end of it. The entire board are all black actors. And they're like, yes, we saved this, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden they're like, wait a second, we can't do this. They're like, why? Because they're like, this is even more racist than it was before. What are you talking about? I was like, don't you know about Kool-Aid and black culture? And they're like freaking out, like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And so finally he goes to the studio where Ice Cube is there. He's just like, there's only one person to ask. There's only one person to ask about this. So he leaves, he goes to the recording studio, and Ice Cube's like, hey man, what's going on? I'm so excited about doing this, blah, 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 and everything. He's like, yeah. He's like, I need to ask you a question. He's like, yeah. He goes, is it racist that you're the voice of Kool-Aid? And Ice Cube looks at him and goes, it'd be racist if you fired me from being the voice of Kool-Aid.
See, I never got this whole thing about Kool-Aid.
I know.
Because I grew up on Kool-Aid and High C.
Right.
Or no,
right.
Hawaiian Punch.
Right. I know.
And I remember Hawaiian Punch.
I know.
When you had to get out like a can opener.
Right.
Because it came in these
I know. Yeah, you had
to.
I know. I remember. Yeah.
And some days you got a little froggy and you poured
I know.
Hawaiian Punch in the Kool-Aid.
Here's the real punchline of that storyline. Yeah. Okay. So the next episode they go to, like, it's supposed to be like Comic-Con, but it's to like do the announcement and this kind of stuff. And like they have this big thing about, Kool-Aid's coming, and they bring Ice Cube out on stage and everybody's like, yeah. And all of a sudden he's like, yeah, we're going to open the floor up for Q&A. And this woman stands up and goes, wait a second. It's like, what is your comments here that we find out that some of this animation is being done by AI, which means that you're not giving somebody a job in Hollywood? And like the whole entire crowd like turns on them on a dime. And even Ice Cube's like, dude, I did not sign up for this. And like walks off stage. And it's like they went through all this stuff about whether or not this whole thing is racist. And then it's the AI animation that winds up getting them into trouble.
Once again, Hollywood.
It really does take the piss out of Hollywood. It's really like I said, I hate every character in this show except for Catherine O'Hara. Okay, that's the only character that I don't hate in this show. And when I say character, I mean even the people playing themselves. I hate their characterization of themselves in the show.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where you watch it and you just laugh, belly laughs on stuff. Like I was doubled over during that episode at certain points laughing so hard because it's just so ridiculous. And them and all the anxiety and running around and yelling at each other and just, it's brilliant. And now the last 2 episodes of the season, episodes 9 and 10, where they're like actually going to go to like do the upfronts and do all this kind of stuff. Oh my God, it is some of the best television I've seen in a long time. Not because it's so well written, not because it's so well acted, but just because of the situation. It really and truly is one long anxiety attack of...
I don't need that. Whoa, what?
I'm telling you, 2 episodes of just one long anxiety attack of like, what the hell just happened? Why did you do that? Why did you think that was going to stop what you did that before and before? I
don't need that. I don't need that in my life.
Take a Xanax, sit down and watch it.
I have enough going on in my life that I do not need to watch a TV show that's going to add to my anxiety.
Did you see Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler?
I could not watch that movie.
Okay, the last 2 episodes of the show is that movie on steroids.
I tried to watch that movie on 2 different occasions, and my blood pressure just could not take it.
That movie is just a series of why did you think that decision was going to be better than the last bad decision you made? I mean, and that's what the last 2 episodes of the show is the same thing. Just on. I was
like, I don't need to watch this movie. I have Alan in my life.
Let's put it this way. I can't necessarily recommend the studio, but it won't take up a whole lot of your time. And if you watch the first 3 episodes of it, which again won't take up a whole lot of your time, I think the longest episode is 40 minutes or something. Most of them are under 20, 23, 25 minutes, somewhere in there, And it's one of those things that if you like the first couple 3 episodes, you'll probably enjoy all the rest of it. If you don't like the first episode, I would say don't, because it really, what you don't like about the show in the first episode will not get better.
Yeah.
Basically is what it comes down to. So, but
I'm already paying for enough streaming services. I don't need to add another one.
Well, so I got it sailing the high seas, so it was.
I understand.
Yeah. They're
with it being Apple, I actually have no problem with that.
There's been, there have been quite a few articles and videos made, in the pop culture zeitgeist in the last few months about internet piracy being a good thing. And I can't argue with because a lot of it comes down to the whole, some of the Disney Plus stuff that we know is just, look, if they get the numbers, if they get the subscriptions, they're going to make more of this crap. So if you want to watch it, go pirate it. Yeah. That way they don't get any of the streaming numbers, and it sends a message. So I
am so torn on that because as somebody who
I know, and I'm the same way.
I used to be a creative. The way things have been going, I have lost all of my creative wants at this point. In fact, I packed up the drum kit and took it back to my house.
That's the other thing. Yeah. I started playing music again. Dave packed up his drum kit, and I got asked to join a band.
I just, I used to enjoy, making music or playing music. I used to enjoy, doing a lot of stuff. And all of that's kind of gone away from me the last year or so. Yeah. It's just, everything else is just kind of fallen away. I don't know what's wrong with me at this point.
You know what helps with that?
Alcohol?
Speed. Yeah.
I'm not going to do either one of those.
Matter of fact, we put a little speed in the alcohol,
I'm not going to do either one of those. That's just a bad idea.
Yeah, I get it.
And with being, I'm not redheaded anymore. It's all gone pretty much
true.
white.
It's all white now.
But being a redhead, that's generally a bad idea because, everybody knows that if you're,
You have no soul. I know.
well, honestly, I'm referred to as daywalker amongst the redheads, but redheads generally and medically have a higher tolerance to anesthesia or any
Right.
kind of
Yeah, I
thing
knew
like
there
that.
was
So
a
it
little bit
takes
with that,
it
so.
takes more of whatever you're doing to.
Oh yeah, we also failed to mention Dave lost weight. So
I've lost some weight.
yeah, he's looking good.
I'm
You're within striking distance of a big
of
milestone.
300.
Yeah, of a big milestone of
2 days ago when I got on the scale, I was at like 306 point.
What was that?
Are you sad?
Nobody's paying attention to her.
Are
Did you
you
hear
so-
that sadness?
Oh, poor
Did
Bo.
you hear how neglected that she is?
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. She has to sit there and just moan to get people to pay attention to her.
I got your mouth. You tried to bite me, but now I got your mouth. Oh, that was a bad idea.
See, there you go. You just need to get a new dog.
No. Don't get me wrong.
I know.
I love my dogs,
I know.
but when we first got married, we had Harley. I mean, like within a month of getting married.
Yeah.
He was a dog that somebody had either dumped or just let go, and he was wandering the streets of Nashville in the neighborhood where we had some friends living. And with Nashville being an auto kill center for certain breeds, and he was a pit mix of some sort.
Right. Which I didn't mention that Harley, or not Harley, Ziggy is a boxer. Before you get into the rest of that story, if you've been listening to the show for any amount of time, you know that I had a dog named Carly.
Yeah.
Because she used to be on the show every once in a while. I'd hear her barking in the background. That was a boxer bull pit mix, and she died a little over 2 years, about 2.5 years ago, and I said I was not getting another dog.
Yeah.
I had Biscuit, still have Biscuit, and I was like, I'm just this is all it is. And then for some reason, back in the end of the year, I started looking on the Humane Society's like, well, maybe we can blah blah blah, and then she popped up on New Year's Eve, and so we had to go get her, and here she is. So, anyways, back to your story.
So, somebody had dumped him or something. He was running around the neighborhood with some friends, and Davidson County is an auto kill county for some breeds.
Right.
So we snatched him up and took him.
I don't think they are anymore.
They were at the time.
I think they used to be, but they're not anymore. So
So we snatched him up and took him back to Cheatham County with us. And we had him until he passed away in 2019. Yeah. Well, we were still living out on Miss Nay's grandparents' farm place out in West Cheatham County at the time.
And the boonies.
And we know what date he showed up because it also happened to be the date for one of her aunt's funerals.
Oh.
It was December 5th, 2010, and it was snowing. And we had just gone down and cleaned out Renee's grandparents' place in Flatwoods, Tennessee, because they were getting ready to sell the place. And we had a couple of recliners on the front porch. And Renee heard this banging on the front porch, and when she went out there, there was this vet thought he was probably 3 months, 3 months old.
Oh, he was little.
Oh, yeah. Puppy had made himself right at home in one of the recliners, trying to stay warm.
Right.
So we ended up taking him in, and we'd had him since 2010, so he was 15.
Yeah.
And but having to call Renee and break the news over the phone. My problem is I love my dogs too much, and I don't think I can take that kind of heartbreak again.
That is the thing with being a pet owner, is that I forget who it was. Somebody talking about this. Is not my own. Talking about every time that you get a new animal, a new pet, you're just setting yourself up for heartbreak because you're going to outlive them. That's more than likely you're going to outlive them.
And because of.
And let's be honest, we don't deserve dogs.
No.
I mean, it's ultimately what it comes down to. Dogs are so much better than humans.
And evidently there's new studies out there that show that the bond that humans make with their animals, especially dogs, is more akin to the bond with like a child.
Yeah, I believe it.
And
Dude, when Carly died, it wrecked me. I mean, it absolutely wrecked me.
I'm a week out and I'm still
Yeah.
wrecked. I'm still not. I have been in such a bad headspace. I haven't even thought about taking the bike out.
No.
That's
And see, that was a thing. It was right at 2 years when Carly died.
yeah.
And are you trying to get on microphone? Oh, thank you. Those are good kisses. Oh, thank you. I know we got all the puppy love going. I say puppy. She's 9 months old, but she's still a puppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that was the first dog that I had since I was a kid,
yeah.
and I mean,
Well-
like, and the dog that I had back then, I had her from the time I was about 8 or 9 years old until I was in like a junior in high school.
Yeah.
And I did not have another dog until
Well, Harley was Renee's first pet ever.
Oh, yeah?
Her parents did not let her have pets, especially her mom. And
Right.
That's not saying anything against my mother-in-law.
yeah, she just
when
didn't want- I get it.
when it comes to in-laws, I literally hit the lottery. I did. I love my in-laws, but she was not an animal person. So
No, now you have to love them. Oh, I did forget. We also got another pet.
yes, you did.
We got a bearded dragon.
Yep. Well, that's more.
That's my son's pet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's but yeah, we have a bearded dragon now. Then it's what he wanted, and he is over the moon about it. He never stops talking about it.
Yeah, but now he wants a chameleon.
Oh my God,
You've got to quit taking that kid to PetSmart.
dude. I took him. There was a reptile expo that came through here
Yeah.
weeks back, and we went, and he wanted to hold all the animals, and he held like multiple pythons. That's enough, sweet girl. That's enough. No, you gonna go get in your bed? Huh? Oh yeah, your attitude changed all of a sudden, didn't it? So she's like, I'm good. But yeah, but he's been pushed. He pushed for snakes. Now all of a sudden he switched to a chameleon for some reason. I don't know why. But I was like, dude, you have a fairly large lizard already living here in the house. Matter of fact, we just had to upgrade the terrarium because the thing's getting so big.
Yeah.
And but he's doing good with him, so that's good. Something you said reminded me. I remember it was. Anyways, but that was, like I said, with Carly when she died 2 years ago. It was just kind of one of those, like, I'm not getting another dog. I'm gonna ride with Biscuit until he's not with me any longer,
Yeah.
and I'm done because I can't handle this. And then 2 years later, I'm sitting there like, and it's so funny because like all the coincidences of like when we got Carly, she was like 4 months old,
Yeah.
and same breed. Different markings, but same breed. And then, so when we got Ziggy, when we got her from the shelter, her name was Diamond, which I was like, oh, Diamond Dog. We had the whole Bowie thing going on still, with the eyes and all that kind of stuff.
So your dog had a stripper name.
Exactly. And I was like, as a Ziggy, it's like as a girl dad dog, or girl dog dad, is my responsibility to keep her off the stripper pole. And so having her name like Diamond, just not going to work on that. So we wound up going with Ziggy instead. The funny thing about it is that when we got Carly, the two college girls that had her, her name was Karma. Again, another stripper name.
Yeah.
But it was funny because Carly was 4 months old when I adopted her. It was between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
And Ziggy was 4 months old, and I got her on New Year's Eve. It was just like, okay, there are too many coincidences here of between the dogs. Like, this dog has to come home with me. So it's
when Renee gets back though, I may have to bring her over here and let her love on your dogs.
Absolutely. Oh, Biscuit will love that.
Because this is kind of helping.
I know. I'll let you take her home for the night. That'll break you of it.
Don't tempt me with that because you might not get your dog back.
Yeah, the biggest problem I have with her,
You might just come home.
actually, she's pretty good about not wandering off. Like, she won't cross the road for the most part. Like, she'll go up to it sometimes, and like the only time I've ever seen her like cross the road over here, which luckily we don't live in a very busy
Yeah.
neighborhood, But the only time is like when she was chasing another animal. Like one night she took off after a deer.
Yeah, it's in
And-
I can't let her out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to let her run in my
Yeah, no.
neighborhood.
But for the most part, she stays. Which we've got a big yard, and like she'll go over. Like she's made best friends with my neighbor's dog, with Meatball.
Yeah.
I mean, they are best buddies now, and she gets. And her and Biscuit get along pretty well. Although she wants to play a lot, and Biscuit's old. And he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to. It's like leave me alone, you know. But yeah, it's been nice having getting another dog, and you know that's Biscuit's
it's good for
getting ready to
Biscuit.
turn 11, and
It's good for Biscuit. 'Cause
It is.
Dogs are pack animals.
yeah.
And,
Well, he was really enjoying being the only dog because he was getting all the attention.
well, that's
and
because he's a slut.
he is. Biscuit is an attention whore.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. So, you got anything else you want to talk about? I know this has kind of been like a rambling. I mean, we're coming up. We're right here at the beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
as we're recording this. Oh, happy Killdozer Day, everybody! Just passed.
You know, for
June 4th.
for one of my
And,
friends that used to be quite the, I don't want to say liberal, but
I was a little left of center.
Yeah, you were
a little left of center for a long
you've kind
time.
of come to right of center at
Dude.
this point.
The way that I describe myself now is that I am far right of center, or excuse me, wide right of center. Wide right of center.
Yeah, you better clean that up real
wide
quick.
wide right of center
Yeah.
is what I describe myself. I was trying to tell somebody that not long ago. It's like, yeah, I'm wide right of center. You know, it's like there's like I kind of look at it as that bullseye. You know, like there's the bullseye. It's like I'm on that very edge over here where I haven't quite stepped into into conservative land.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm right there on the edge. You kind of got a foot right there holding like, nope, trying not to move. But again, it's like I've said multiple times on here, it's not really because I've done anything to move. It's more of the landscape moved underneath my feet. And
Well,
so
You know, it's funny because there's an old saying. I mean, it's old. If you're not a liberal when you're young,
Right.
you have no heart. If you're not a conservative when you're old, you
have
have
brain.
no brains.
I know.
So,
Ziggy, it's all right.
and
So,
and I'm fed up with both parties.
I know. And that's the,
The Democrats have lost their mind and the Republicans have no spine.
I agree. Well,
And
or to say it like I did, Republicans have no spine and the Democrats a bunch of retards. So
that is not what I said.
that's what I said. It's what I said. Okay?
I do not. Well, anyway, good Lord, I can't believe I agreed to do this podcast again. But I kind of wish we had a third party. I mean, there is a third party.
Real third party.
A real third party.
Real third party. I know.
And
I agree.
I kind of feel like those of us that are kind of still based in logic and common sense and, hey, let's actually get some things done should probably take that party over and try to get some things done.
I still think that the Gen X party is a good sit out there. We just start our own political party. We're not right, we're not left, and we've never been centered. So it's
Yeah. Somebody, I know I've said this before. Somebody asked me, what I was. I said, I'm a constitutional independent. And they literally was like, I have no idea how to deal with you.
I'm a leave me the fuck alone. is what I am.
Yeah, leave me alone. Quit
Quit taxing me. God.
This is the thing.
Let me tell you. Okay.
This is the thing that irritates me. The Revolutionary War happened over a 3% tax raise on tea and gun confiscation.
Yep.
And if the founding fathers could see what's going on right now, they would already be stacking bodies.
Yep. It is the rate of taxes that we pay is just absolutely. And the thing is like living in Tennessee, we don't have it nearly as bad.
Yeah.
We don't have a state income tax. Now we do have, a fairly high sales tax, which, here's the thing about
that. Worked out well when we had a pretty good tourist.
When we
base.
had it. Yeah. Well, we still have a pretty good one. It's just the fact that, well, we won't get into all that, but we've got an idiot mayor here now that has gotten himself on a national stage, and it's not going to end well for him. This very well could. I honestly believe that Freddie O'Connell, who is the mayor for Nashville, could wind up in the same state with Megan Barry, where he winds up being basically forced out of office. And I was like, great, that's 2 out of the last 3. That's just what we need. So it is, I didn't vote for the guy to begin with.
I keep saying this. Davidson County keeps tripping. Davidson County's riding around a bicycle and it keeps sticking
and blaming everybody else.
A stick in the sport.
And saying, why'd you do this to me? I know. Believe me.
And the folks at Davis County are doing this to themselves.
Absolutely.
And they're getting what they asked for.
And the thing is that we've had such an
And the problem is that a big part of it is these idiots moving in from California and New York.
Yep. And they brought their politics with them, and we're getting the same crap that California and New York has gotten. That's
why I moved to a different county.
We had
although that crap's starting to come.
Well, we had that sales tax increase, for road repairs.
Yeah, and then he installed highway hemorrhoids everywhere.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: they put that in there under the guise of this is going to be temporary. There is no such thing as a temporary tax.
No.
Okay, it's permanent. That is a permanent thing. Don't even try. Just don't even go down that. Was it Ronald Reagan said? There's nothing more permanent than a temporary government program.
Yeah.
And it's but it's that kind of. We're on politics again.
Screw it. I'm done pretending. I am literally done pretending.
Hey, look, Tommy, we start getting into the tax stuff, and that's where I really have gone very libertarian. Taxation is theft. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Speaking of tax crap,
you're
going to love this one.
Oh, great.
I saw this morning. So this Trende Rockwood guy that got...
He's coming back, I know.
Oh, no, he's not coming back. He's back.
Yeah.
And you know where he's being housed? In a Tennessee prison.
Oh, shit.
So we are now paying for him to be housed in a Tennessee prison. For some reason, he didn't go back to Maine or Maryland or wherever the crap they found him.
Yeah, that was...
They brought him to Tennessee.
Why?
I have no idea.
Well, we are a red state, so maybe they thought it would... There was... Let's put it this way. They probably brought him here knowing that, they're not going to let him out. So it's...
Take him to Florida.
Well, that's true. They could have taken him to Florida.
He'd
fit right in Florida. They're all crazy down there.
Yeah.
Okay,
there's no reason for him to be here.
We love you, Florida, but
Florida, we love you. We're allies with you. We're going to need Florida man if this crap ever goes sideways.
Yep, absolutely.
But let him go to Florida where he already speaks the language.
Yeah, there's that too. So.
Yeah, I said it. I am friggin' fed up.
Oh goodness. Yeah. So when we left here 8 months ago or whatever it was, we said we were going to come back in a different format. I know we're here with this same format right now, but we were kind of.
Oh, you're getting a taste of what's coming.
You're getting a taste of what's coming. No, we're not going full politics, but there will be some politics in there. Don't worry. Again, it will be all over the place. And we're going to bring and I will tease this. Our new format is going to be guest related also. Not 100%, but we're going to have more guests on the show. And we'll have them from all across the spectrum of things.
We're willing to talk to anybody.
Exactly. It's the whole thing.
I want to hang out with everybody.
Exactly.
And get along with everybody.
Exactly. And it's the whole thing with us that
we're not all going to agree.
Exactly.
The whole point of this is we're not all going to agree. We got to bring all the ideas to the table, talk about them, and figure out which ones are the better ideas.
And that's one of the things that we've said for a long time about Gen X in general. It's one of those things. We don't care if you're black. We don't care if you're white. We don't care if you're Hispanic. We don't care if you're straight. We don't care if you're gay. We don't care if you're, we don't care if you're a communist for the most part. We don't care if you're a fascist for the most part. None of that stuff. It's like you're Gen X. You're one of us. We may not get along, but we're the only people taking care of each other. So it's kind of hey, let's. What is my dog doing in there?
No idea.
Oh God, no. Well, hopefully she's not tearing up anything important. Oh, I know what she's doing. Before we get out of here, though, like I said, this is just a little taste of what's coming. I want to... Dave started this thing off on a downer. I'm going to kind of bring it end on a downer a little bit, too. As we're sitting here recording this...
My dog died.
I know.
And it's been a week. What do you expect?
I know. But as we're recording this, I got the news yesterday that during the night... my Aunt Mary passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it wasn't a big surprise because she was in her mid-80s somewhere. But it's one of those things that now with her passing, there on my mom's side of the family, there are 5 siblings. There's only one left now. And, in the last 3 years, we lost my Aunt Shirley, and then my mom died, and then now Mary.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that our family's kind of taken a big hit. I have talked about going to my Aunt Mary's house on here several times. That was always for the younger Gen X cousins, and I say that because there's 4 of us. Actually, there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
On my mom's side of the family, that was always we want to go to Mary's. Mary was our favorite aunt. She was the crazy one, both literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
And, it was one of those things that Mary just gave absolutely 0 Fs and would just say what was on her mind and didn't care who got in the way and that kind of stuff. And it was always one of those things, when me and my cousin John and his sister Laura and my cousin Charlie, who I know listens to the show, when we were kids, if you lined us up and said, okay, who's your favorite aunt? It would be Mary, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like, there it is. Who's whatever. And because she was fun and she was completely off the hook, and it was just great to be around her and always laughing and all that kind of stuff. Now, she'd turn on you in a heartbeat. You never knew which Mary you were getting, but it was kind of one of those like, okay. But it was just, it was fun.
Yeah.
And she'd been going through some stuff, so here we are, and as Gen Xers, we're all going through this type of thing now. I was talking to my dad, and I was like, of that generation, like I said, my Uncle JD, my dad, and then my Uncle John, who is my cousin's father.
Yeah.
They're the only ones left. That it's, brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, whatever, it's like that's it. That's the 3 of them are left out of that generation.
Yeah.
And like I said, as Gen Xers, we're all going through this. It's not anything unique to us. It's just that it's our time to be going through losing parents and family members and on a regular basis, unfortunately. And then we're moving into that. We're moving into their spot, basically,
Yeah.
But, going to Mary's house was always fun because you didn't know what was going to happen. They were always cool because, they had a pool. They had a basement that had a pool table and a bar, which wasn't stocked, thankfully, for us,
Yeah.
But, and they had dartboards and this and that. And basically what would happen on holidays and during the summer is that the parents would sit upstairs and drink coffee, and the ones that smoked would chain smoke, and they'd play Rook or whatever it was and laugh and blah, blah,
Rook.
blah. Yeah. And then the 4 of us cousins were in the basement trying to kill each other, and quite literally trying to kill each other. And actually, more times than not, there was 3 of us trying to kill Charlie, the youngest one.
Poor Charlie.
And it was like I said, they had a full basement, and it had these big metal poles that went up, like the
the support beams.
And so every once in a while upstairs they'd hear dong or something, or somebody ran into one. And all we would ever get was they would come to the stairs and open the door and be like, "You kids better calm down there."
Yep. Yep. Been there, done that.
So a lot of great memories there. And my cousin Amanda, who I think listens to the show, I don't know if she still does or not. I know she used to. Mary was her grandmother. And so Amanda, if you are listening, I love Mary. I absolutely love Mary to death. I got to see her a couple months ago, just on random. Dad and Xander and I were out to eat. And she walked in with some friends of hers, and she came over and sat down. I got to talk to her. We got to talk to her for about 15 minutes or so. I had not seen her in a while. She was in good spirits. Seemed to be doing pretty well, but she was on dialysis, and but it caught up to her. And so yeah, Mary, I love you, and we all did. I mean, that was, like I said, she was everybody's favorite. Most days. And
nobody's perfect.
Oh no. She was our crazy Aunt Mary. Okay. I mean, there was that's what it was. And but she made life more interesting and a lot more fun. So
yeah.
So everybody, hug your loved ones. if you have the equivalent of an Aunt Mary, go hang out at her house one more time if you can, and
Or several times.
and take the kids over there and let them try to kill each other.
Yep.
Because those are the memories that you'll take with you later. So on that note, again, go and check out all of our socials in the show notes, and we're gonna get out of here for the time being, for the Project Gen X podcast. I'm Alan Smith.
I'm the other guy, Big Dave.
And we will see you again a lot sooner than the last time.
Maybe. See ya.